Hey folks, welcome back. We are here in front of Town Square. Right there in front of us. And just going to wait for a couple of seconds here for people to join. I'm actually starting a little bit later than I wanted to. I'm usually live at about 5:45-ish p.m. Pacific, but it is 5:58. I got stuck in traffic a little bit there. So a little bit delayed because of that. Tobin, thank you for being here, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Right on. Yeah, I got a little delayed there. Traffic got me a little bit. So, I'm a little this little. Oh, you have scheduling issue. Okay, no problem, buddy. No, I appreciate you being here. No problem, buddy. For Buck Cherry. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Yeah, I got stuck in traffic, so I got a little bit delayed there. Apologies for that. So this is Town Square here, up here in front of us. We usually like to start out our live streams either here or over at Raiders Stadium, Allegiant Stadium as it's known. Tacos El Gordo over here on the left. Tacos, the Fat Man Tacos, I guess would be the direct translation. Town Square, dining, entertainment, and shopping. But is the shopping really entertainment? Or is the entertainment really shopping? Joseph, welcome. Thank you for being here, buddy. Appreciate you being here so much. Right on. Love you guys' comments on the videos throughout the week. I love reading them. I love learning your thoughts. It really helps to steer, the direction of the live drives and regular drives and all that. Vegas Unlocked is here. Welcome, Vegas Unlocked. Right on. Thank you for being here, buddy. Or both of you guys. Karen and Dave. And I've only got 6 people here, but if you've not heard of Vegas Unlocked, please like and subscribe to Vegas Unlocked. Very, very cool people. They have terrific live streams. They're very kind, generous people. Salt of the earth. You can't ask for more than that. Well, I guess you could ask to be a billionaire, but I don't think they can help out with that part. I can't help out with that part. Good to see you guys. Right on. So there is the world famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign right there. Everyone waiting their turn. And then the Pinball Hall of Fame over here. On the right. Yeah, Karen and Dave, for Vegas Unlocked, they had an awesome stream last night. They did, that DJ that was there that I had never even heard of before. Cinnamon was in the chat, so I didn't want to bog down the chat by trying to get in there. So, but we were sitting next to each other, so I was like, okay, yeah, go ahead and chat with them and stuff. Maybe they'll join me tomorrow night. And I'm glad it worked out that way. That's good. Good. Yeah. So they went and did what was it? Ashba, something. The DJ there that I guess has done EDC stuff. He wasn't bad. He was pretty good. And he actually played the guitar. And I didn't see a laptop up there. Most DJs nowadays, they just press play on their laptops. But that guy, he had the mixers up there, and he had his an electric guitar, and he was going nuts. So that was really, really cool. And then Sugar, I know, is performing right now. There I am. Yes, thank you, Michael. Yeah, I got a little bit late start. I got stuck in traffic. And, yeah, I wanted to do 5:45, and it got away from me a little bit there. Obi-Wan, welcome. Thank you for being here. Right on. Yes. Vegas Unlocked is here. Vids from Mike is here. Yeah, so, Vegas Unlocked streams very, very fun. Very, very fun. And I really liked how you guys, you tip that one dancer there in front of Golden Gate. And, she's real friendly with you. And that was her last night, right? That came up to you guys? but she wasn't working or whatever. And Cinnamon and I, we look at each other, we're like, you're down there on your night off? Wouldn't want to be down there on my night off. I want to be far away from my workplace on the night off, you know? But especially out there dancing in this heat. It was her. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought so. I thought that looked like her. But that was really, really cool. Yeah, and then they got out. So you guys must have gotten there a little bit late, I think, because you started at like 8:30, I think. But that's fine, because that was cool. Vids for Mike, right on. Thank you, Tobin. That actually worked out better, so then we could see more of your guys' stream for us. Because we have to put our boys down at 10. And that's always an adventure. But Karen and Dave, awesome, awesome people. Please like and subscribe. Yes, thank you, Tobin. Right on. So if you're new to the chat, new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And also check out Vegas Unlocked and Vids from Mike. Shout out to Tobin for dropping those links into the chat for you guys. Yeah, so Obi-Wan, I saw Jeremy is back in LA this weekend. I watched him on Thursday, and I watched a little bit of him last night. At one point, he had like 5,100 people watching, 5,000 people watching his stream, which was just wow. A lot of people missed seeing him in LA. Karen and Dave are definitely awesome. Yes, yes, I love watching their live streams. It's very energetic. They have this great, I guess the word nowadays is vibe. Great vibe. We're always wondering, when is Dave gonna dance? That's what we all want to see. There's the Luxor right there. Golden Nugget pool party. Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, I'll go back and check it out. Very cool. Yeah, and I saw a Laughing Lion down there. He captured some altercations both on the front end and back end of his stream last night too, down on Fremont. It's like Planet Chaos says, nothing good happens on Fremont after midnight, and he is absolutely right about that. Oh yeah, they are. I saw that, Obi-Wan. Yeah. Yeah, the other guy was out there covering that earlier, AXN. He was out there. I saw him briefly earlier, before I left the house, covering all that. Yeah, there's all sorts of protests and riots and everything down there. It was an amazing stream, Tobin. I totally agree. Yeah, really, I love seeing your streams. And again, you just got to get Dave liquored up and get him out there and start dancing. Give the people what they want, Dave. They are really, really cool people. There's New York, New York, right there with the Statue of Liberty. Because I know I wasn't the only one in that chat last night that said, oh, nice. I didn't know he was there. Okay, cool. He's a really awesome guy. Very unassuming, very unpretentious. I love that about him. You know, and I'm like, I've gone up to him a couple times and stuff. And the last time I saw him, I was like, hey, have you met Javi, you know, the GM down there at Fremont Street? He's like, no. And I said, hey, come here, I want to introduce you to him. He's like, no, it's okay. He looks busy, whatever. I'm like, no, it's fine. He likes meeting us. He likes meeting the streamers. So he went over there, and Javi added him, or added his channel or whatever. So that was really, really cool. I like seeing, you know, people connect like that. I'm a connector. And one of the personality tests or whatever they had us do. Anna Kay was there. Wow, very cool. Very nice. And I saw Vegas Ruby was down on Fremont, and I saw some people on Facebook that were posting pictures with her. Of course, she's got, what, 350,000 subs or something like that. But yeah, Laughing Lion has like 230, I think, something like that. Oh, shoot. Good call. Thank you, Mike. There we go. Hopefully it's not hitting it so hard there. Yeah, definitely one for the record books. Absolutely. There's MGM right there with the huge lion out front. Much different from the lion's mouth that was out there earlier. Good. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, Mike Mike did those thunderstorms, the time lapse with the weather. the drone video and the thunderstorms we had earlier this week. That was awesome. Watching those clouds build. What are those? Nimbocumulus build like that, and the high cloud tops. And then, of course, when it did rain, everyone's like, "Why is it hailing? It's 100 million degrees." It's because the clouds go up to a very high elevation, and the water freezes up there, and then it falls. But what do I know? But yeah, I saw people commenting on social media saying, "Why is there hail when it's 100 degrees?" Well, yeah, that's awesome. Anna Kay, yeah. That is really, really cool. Oh, we're gonna change lanes. There we go. So yeah, so I know Stephen Campbell. Oh, he's gonna get crunched. No, he's not. Okay. Trying to change all the way over to the other side there. Trying to pull an Aerosmith and go to the other side. So come up here to Harmon Avenue. Not terribly busy. Oh, but you see the traffic there going west on Harmon by Cosmo. That's a disaster. But yeah, the crowds. So Steven last night, he did his stream at like, so it was a late stream for him because he's like, well, sure. He was telling people telling us that he's like, sure, I have people telling me all the time that Vegas really isn't, dead because it's, there's the Bellagio right there. Because you're out there, it's 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning or whatever. So he's like, sure, okay, I'll come out here now. Traffic building, definitely, yeah. Nice, Obi-Wan, right on. Obi-Wan, are you in Australia? Sugar, I thought you might, my brother. Yes, who's down there filming them? Oh, it's got to be probably either Sin City Angel or Laughing Lion, maybe. Yeah, I don't watch cable TV, so YouTube is pretty much all I keep up with. And like to keep track of the streamers here in town, know what the latest and greatest is and all that. And Steven, for that matter, with not leaving Las Vegas, he definitely has a lot of good nuggets of information, and I like watching his streams for those nuggets. And we saw Resorts World had to lay off more people because they reported even worse earnings. We saw that he reported that, traffic was down 5% on the Strip from April of last year. Airport traffic is down by some percentage. He goes through the percentages. Joe Straight Odds Vegas. Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. Linda, welcome. Thank you for being here. The Link Promenade. And Caesar Palace. I wonder if they're pager friendly. Bad. Oh my God. Vegas Unlocked. Yes. So very bad. And no tags and no... And I don't think you guys were here, but I went up to one of the sergeants down there on Fremont Street 2 weeks ago. And I asked him, I said, so let me ask you about all this, the cars driving around with no tags, blah, blah, blah. And he essentially said, yeah, we'll pull them over if we see them. Oh, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Right on. There's the guitar going up like gangbusters there in front of the Mirage. And yeah, he was like, yeah, we pull them over if we see them. He's like, it's no big deal. And to me, that's a leadership issue. Because if the worker bees are saying that, then that's what leadership's attitude is. You know what I mean? Going up fast, definitely. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, the sun is really... I guess it was because it was cloudy all week. I have to readjust to the sun hanging low in the western sky, right? So low in the western sky, because usually there's clouds in like above Summerlin and stuff later in the day. But all the clouds have been outside town today. We drove up to the northwest part of town, My wife took our oldest son to a birthday party, so I had my youngest son with me in the car. He wanted to talk a little bit, be on camera. So I indulged him. I said, sure. Tell the people what you have to say. So yeah, that's going to be really weird what's going on in LA. I wonder if Jeremy, I don't know when Jeremy flies back to Denver, and I don't know how long all that's supposed to go on, if it's just supposed to be for the weekend or how long that whole thing is supposed to happen for, but thank you, Vegas Unlocked. Right on. Yes. Please like and subscribe, and also check out Vegas Unlocked. They live stream usually the Strip on Wednesday nights live, and Fremont Street live on Friday nights. Here at about 8-ish Pacific, 11 Eastern. Treasure Island over here still with free parking for the moment. Oh, and that was the other thing too, of course, I think I mentioned it last week, was Resorts World, free parking up until Labor Day weekend. We'll see if anyone else follows suit. But yeah, the north end of the Strip, the Fontainebleau and the Resorts World are not doing so well. And they just got rid of a whole bunch of their executives, and those executives are not happy. But I don't know whom they're hiring to run these things. The Center Strip casinos seem to be, doing better than the North End casinos are. Also, please check out Vids from Mike, VIDSFROM-MIKE. Genesis in front of us. Omnia Nightclub. I read they're supposed to be expanding that out to like the street, out to here to Las Vegas Boulevard. Fashion Show Mall over here. Benihana. Gao Pao Gao Chow. Maggiano's. Capitol Grill. Sorry about the window there. Yeah, so it's really interesting to see how these things, and then of course there's a budget shortage too, and that's going to be a problem, certainly in terms of law enforcement. For one, there is the world's second largest LED screen right there on the side of Resorts World. I would like to go in there and live stream, but I mean, I've seen others go in there and have problems. And yeah, and especially to go in and have to park somewhere and pay to park, and then to go into the casino and then have them tell you to turn the camera off. No, that's no fun. But I am gonna get out to the other ones. What happened there? They do a little crunch action there, looks like. I hope he's not just holding up traffic waiting for someone. That would be wild. Oh, the back parking garage. Good to know. Thank you, Vegas Unlocked. Very cool. So the one furthest away is the free one. Huh. Nice how they did that, huh? And then you have all these souvenir shops and everything over here on the left. Sal from Cali Drives and Cali Plains, he goes up there and he doesn't drink anything, and he just stands there at the front, like the front row essentially of these things, and I'm like, goodness, there's another car. That Cadillac there, the white one, no tag. Take a shot, everyone. There is Resorts World. Oh, good, okay. Good to know, Vegas Unlocked. Yeah, it was hot out last night, too. I know you guys were, oof. When you walking around down there on Fremont, they really need to do something about just putting up like some big fans or something for people. I guess they won't want to do it because then they'll have like people standing in front of those things and no one else will be able to enjoy it or something. I don't know. But no street performers tonight. I learned that. That's unfortunate. I know how much Tobin enjoys those millions of Michael Jackson videos that I put up. Millions upon millions. But people seem to like him, so. Stratosphere up there in front of us, owned by Golden Gaming, I believe. And then the Hilton. Yes, right on, Tobin. Yeah, he's awesome. Cali Planes and Cali Drives. Goodness, I mean, he goes between San Francisco International, LAX. He'll do San Jose, and then he comes over here and does Vegas sometimes. But Vegas doesn't have the big boys that the three aforementioned do, or at least LA and San Fran. But we do get that A340 that comes through here from Edelweiss. Flies over there to, is it Switzerland or Austria? One of those. And then British Airways, I think it's a 787. That's a big bird, but only 2 engines. I want to see they have 4 engines. And we never get any of the 747s. Unless it's, you know, the Jacksonville Jaguars coming in to play the Raiders. You guys remember that video back in January? I was like, oh my God, look, Atlas Air 747. And it's a regular passenger jet. It wasn't a cargo jet. Usually Atlas Air is all cargo, but they do charters too, so. Sahara up here on the right. And of course the Top Gun attraction is supposed to be going in up here somewhere. Next to the Strat. World's largest gift shop right there on the corner here at Sahara. And Las Vegas Boulevard. Oh, shoot. Don't want to chance that one. Are we going to the game? I'd love to go to the game. You know, there's a guy that streams here that I've heard a lot about, and not always the best things, but he goes into the Golden Knights games and he does live streams in there. And I'm like, I'm deathly afraid. Okay, so like when I'm at what's it called? They're at Whiskey Liquor, right? And I'm there with the TVs and all that, and of course they have some sort of sports on and stuff. I'm deathly afraid of getting any part of that image in my live stream, because you know the Fox Sports and all those other guys, they'll hit you up. They'll tell YouTube, get this guy off of there. You know, he's stealing our coverage, whatever. He goes down and does it right at the game live, and I'm like, how do you get away with that? Summer 28. Wow, 3 years. Oh, SeaTac, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't want to drive that, that's for sure. That is a heck of a drive. Yeah. Up there in Seattle, there goes Metro. Yeah, so the world's largest gift shop right there. Bonanza, it's getting washed out by the sun there, but behind Atomic Golf. Really? So it's going to be, wow. So it's going to be right back there in the word that starts with N and ends in D, city. Wow. I wonder how that's going to do back in that neighborhood. You do see this IHOP up here, or former looking IHOP here, that's still sitting here with the fire damage in the roof. That's been there for a long time. They haven't touched it and done anything with it. Las Vegas, welcome to the city of Las Vegas. Arches right here. $26 million, I believe, to create that. Out here in front of the Strat. We're going to veer off here onto Main Street. It's time-wise, we're doing well. I'm surprised we moved through the Strip that fast on a Saturday night. We've got 4th of July weekend coming up. And that starts on a Friday, so I imagine that's going to be a very, very busy weekend. And the Showgirls right there off to the left in the frame. Vids from Mike, yes, thank you, Tobin, right on. Vids from Mike and Vegas Unlocked. And also Cinnamon and Jupiter, my wife's channel. She does spirituality and astrology. And even if that's not your thing, if you could still like and subscribe, I'd really, really appreciate it. Really mean a lot to us. I really enjoy helping out other streamers, especially people like Vegas Unlocked. Awesome, awesome people. you know, it's a numbers game with some of the streamers, and I knew eventually I'd run into some of the streamers that would be like not nearly as friendly as I would hope they would have been, and that's been unfortunate, but I'm happy to say Vegas Unlocked is nowhere near that experience. They are awesome, awesome people, and so much fun to watch. A lot of fun to watch. And they do the concert stages there. Do a great job. They do a great job of showing the music and the bands as well as the crowd. I always like to see the crowd's reactions and stuff. And see how the crowd's reacting. Yes, right on, Vegas Unlocked. Yeah, she puts a lot of work into it, for sure. A lot of work. She does some editing. Sometimes she's up to like 2 or 3 in the morning. Paula, welcome. Thank you for being here. I know, so there is Atomic Golf, so it's going to be back behind that, in that part of the town that we've done a lot of videos in. That's, yeah, a lot of calls for service back there. Yes, Paula, welcome. So I saw you on Instagram, but I was having problems with for some reason, Instagram, so I'm also on Instagram right now too, but for some reason on there, it won't let me flip it to landscape mode. So it's stuck in portrait mode, so you have to hold the camera at a certain angle. So this is the Arts District that we're driving through here on Main Street. And let's see, this is the building right here. Right, so we're gonna make a left here onto Imperial. I always love showing these things. A little bit of Hollywood here in Las Vegas. So we come up here. So the movie, Hangover 3, the guys, Phil, Alan, Stu, and Doug walked across this stretch of roadway here on Main Street, right here. And so this is kind of an homage or tribute to the movie right here, with them walking across the street, as well as an homage to the Beatles, Abbey Road. Pretty cool stuff. A little bit of Vegas, Hollywood history there. And one more thing I wanted to check out that I saw, I didn't realize had gone on. I need to keep better tabs on my news of Strip events and goings-ons and things of that nature. Because, let's see, it's 1300, so it'll be in here somewhere. 1200 something, it is Holstein's, which moved from the Colorado. No, that's not it. I thought it was, is it right here on the left somewhere? Vintage Vegas, no. There's, okay, so there's 1228 right there. But yeah, so it was a really, there it is. Okay. I want to do a quick plug for this place. They didn't ask me to or anything. It's just personal experience. I really, really love this place. Shakes and Buns. And if you've ever been in there, it's fantastic. At least it was when it was at Cosmo. So they do these awesome burgers and then these just way over the top milkshakes. So they're the milkshakes where they coat the whole glass in like caramel or chocolate or something, and then put like sprinkles or whatever you want all over the thing. And then they'll put your ice cream in there and all that, whatever your heart desires. And then they'll put like a slice of cake, like a big slice of cake on top of that. Really, really cool. And they were down at Cosmo, I believe it was. And I guess they wanted too much in rent or something down there, so. Oh, we got a motorcycle cop over here. Cornish pasty right here as well. Very, very good food in there. I had a, whoop, I gotta try running that. They have a very good shepherd's pie in there. I'm a big shepherd's pie kind of guy, so I really like that stuff. But this is the Arts District in here. They're trying like crazy to build up the Arts District, and in fact, Casino Center Boulevard on this side, on the north side, is Art Way. They're trying to help create that image and identity for the area. I've got a bike next to me playing music, so I need to make sure I don't get that caught in here. So yeah, Casino Center Boulevard, I believe that's the same Casino Center Boulevard as it is on the other side too, up there by Fremont. Pastry Academy right there on the left, that building. We got the green here. I wonder what the motorcycle cop got him for. Is it no tag? There's no tag on it. Wow! It's a miracle. It's a summertime miracle. Someone driving around without tags. Oh, and that was the other thing he told me. That sergeant down there on Fremont, he says, a lot of times we assume that they just bought the car. Really? You just assume that they just bought the sure. He's like, so, you know, a lot of times we'll just let them go and, you know, not bother pulling them over because, you know, we just figure, you know, they just bought the car or whatever. Well, wouldn't it have a temp tag or something of that nature on it? And then he's like, well, what if it's a private party? I'm like, but then aren't you supposed to take the... I don't know. But he had every excuse in the book, so I know I was not the first one to ever ask him that question about why there are so many cars driving around without tags on this, in this town. As we go back north here on Las Vegas Boulevard, we'll head over here. And I still haven't seen Rick Harrison promote being at his bar here again since the last time. Because they say it's on Friday nights when he comes in here. But there it is on the right. The world famous gold and silver pawn shop. Right there with its marquee sign out front. And then the Pawn Plaza, also operated by Rick Harrison, over here on the left. But it's really cramped in there if you've never been in there. Yes, awesome. Thank you, Mike. 1989. I didn't know that. 89. Okay. Very cool. 89. So yeah, so there is the bar up there on the second floor, Rick's Bar. That's the one with the balcony there. Apologies for the streaks on the window there. You saw him. Wow. Wow. Yes, I've seen people say they've seen Chumlee in the store, but I don't know anyone else that's seen him. I don't know anyone personally that said that they've seen him in there. And then the Rick's Barbecue right there is on the first floor. Yeah, Linda, I used to watch it too. And then, you know, eventually it was like, you know, people would, you know, they have this sentimental value, of course, about whatever their item was. And then Rick would be like, you know, he'd let them talk and tell their whole story and all that. And then Rick would finally be like, best I can do is $10. You see, this couple's taking a picture. I don't want to ruin their picture. Apologies for the sun there. All right, let's go. And there is the front of the gold and silver pawn shop. Yeah, it was a lot of fun when they used to do like 09. I didn't realize that. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, 09. Wow. I was still in Reno at that time. I was watching it back then. Wow. As we approach downtown Las Vegas. Because Buckcherry's playing down here, I'm wondering if they're going to be doing the super duper prices for parking here this evening. But it's only the one band. Like on Memorial Day, they had, what, 4 bands? With 2 on each night? With Drowning Pool and Saliva. Nice. I didn't know that, Paula. Right on. I'll have to check that out. Because that's still Hollywood history. Vegas Cemetery. Is that the one up there off of Owens? I don't remember where that's at. Owens and Las Vegas Boulevard? Apache Motel sign there. Yeah, so most of these places down here tonight are going to charge at least $25 to park. And I don't gamble, so I don't get a Players Club card or anything like that. That'll enable me to have free parking. But this is Carson here, 1 block south of the Fremont Street Experience. And again, if you're new to the channel, just joining us, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Really helps recommend us to other viewers. Also helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. And also, please check out Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE. Sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos. I would point the camera over here, but I got Metro right here on my right, so I will just keep going straight. 4 deuces right there, 4 of a kind. On the left, those are the Deuce is the bus that runs in between here and the Las Vegas Strip as we pass Ogden here. I'm going to go up here to Stewart and make a left. Stewart! And there's the sign, the Normandy Motel sign. Elvis slept here on the other side of this intersection that was also designed by the same woman who designed the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign. The world famous Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign. There's Zappos right there. And there is the aforementioned sign up there. Elvis slept here. Yes, thank you, Tobin, right on. And also Vegas Unlocked. If you're not familiar with Vegas Unlocked, please like and subscribe. Palm Cemetery, Northwest. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'll have to check that out. I didn't know where he was buried. Seventh and Ogden, El Cortez. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you, guys. Tony, welcome, buddy. Thank you for being here. Right on. Yes, please check out Tony. Really, really cool guy. Down in the Down Under. Really, really cool guy. All of these people, I love them all. They're all really, really good streamers. And even if they don't do live streams, like my wife, obviously, and Vids from Mike, but still, like, some of the stuff that they put, not some of the stuff, all the stuff they put up, I think is fantastic. Especially Mike when he does those sunset videos with the drone up there at, what, 150 feet up in the air. Critterbones, welcome. Thank you for being here. Right on. Right on. So here on the right, we're going to pull in. And I guess I've been reading this week, they've been saying something about Vegas murals and downtown murals and stuff. Oh, he's stopping. I can't show them to you. Oh, well. That was the Mob Museum right there, but it has those murals in there. Downtown's only $1 blackjack. Try your luck at the Downtown Grand, which is not on the Fremont Street Experience. That's probably why they're... It's probably why they're not, are doing $1 blackjack. So this right here, I read, and I wanted to drive up here just out of curiosity. This is the DTC lot. And I'm gonna make a right in here. So you can park in here. I'm curious, but you see it's right here underneath the interstate. I'm just curious what the cost to park is here. You can still, I mean, it's 2 blocks north of Fremont, but you have to walk through some pretty interesting stuff, especially after a certain hour of the night. So prohibited. So this is one of the things that to me is kind of a personal irk, kind of, and that is they don't post the prices. You know, a lot of cities, they'll tell you how much it is to park, but they never post the prices. You have to park first, get out of your car, go up to the machine, and the machine will tell you how much it is. And that's like, oh man. You either go back to your car, and that's what they're counting on, of course. Go back to your car, or go ahead and pay whatever they're asking. So this is the City of Las Vegas Central Fire Station right here in front of us on the right. And then Bonanza, where Hoss hangs out. Here on Bonanza Road. So we'll make this right here. State of Nevada Department of Public Safety, Parole and Probation right here on the right. Central Fire Station, Municipal Pool, Dula Gym. And it's weird, Bonanza has a very short designation as a state road. State Road 579. And I guess it's just a county road on this side. The difference is the funding, really, where the funding comes from. And usually state roads are held up to higher standards in terms of the construction and all that, so that the heavy trucks don't destroy them as quickly as they would a county-built road. Elvis slept here. There it is, the other side of it right there. And there's downtown Las Vegas, one of their signs here. Someone's applying deodorant on the other side of the street. I guess that's a good thing. El Cortez right over there. And the Ogden right there, where a viewer last week said they lived, said he would wave from the balcony as we drove by. I didn't see him. But yeah, so up here, very, very different. And you see the green, right? The green barricades they have, or barriers that they have here to prevent pedestrians from jaywalking. Ah, right on, Tobin. Thank you. And thank you, Tony. Right on. Very, very cool. Yeah, I love your guys' streams. Hey, Tony, are you subscribed to Vids from Mike? The days determine the pricing, obviously. Very cool. That's a good idea, Vegas Unlocked. That would be very useful to a lot of folks, especially folks that have no idea. That's a very good idea. I wish there was one centralized place that the city had that you could just go to figure it out, but it's all disjointed. It's all over the place. And you kind of have to wait until you park in the parking lot to find out how much it is. But we're going to circle back because maybe we can see the Mob Museum here. That was it's on the right there. And it also, yeah, it's Vids from Mike, VIDS FROMMIKE. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Tobin. Right on. He does some terrific, sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos here in Vegas, as well as time-lapse weather videos with the drone from up like at 150 feet above the ground. So unfettered and clear from clutter up there at that height. This Mini Cooper wants to get over and change lanes in the middle of the intersection. All right. Big bus stop. Oh, that's that red big bus. I did that in New York, the big bus tour. That was pretty cool. Oh, they're blocking it again. Goodness. Okay. What do I have over here? Well, that's the Mob Museum. Formerly the U.S. Post Office and Federal Courthouse here in Las Vegas, downtown Las Vegas. Try and keep the sun out of that there. Mob Museum, perfect, thank you. And I still have those tickets. I need to go in there and try and take video. Need to see if I can, because I know they're real strict about it in there. Yes, Mike, I've heard about that. Yeah, the speakeasy down there. I need to go check that out. So this is Main Street Station right here in front of us. Of course, wow, there you go, running a red light. And there's the facade for the front of Main Street Station right there in front of us. Award-winning local craft beer and amazing food, too. And I know this because that's what the sign says, right? Not from personal experience or anything. Very cool stuff. I'm really, really glad you guys are all here. Vegas Unlocked, Tony Teresi, Mike, Vids from Mike, and of course Tobin, and Critter Bones. Critter Bones is awesome. Critter Bones, Tobin, and Snake Pit. Especially during those concert live streams. You guys are amazing. You guys do awesome. Oh, there goes Metro. Excellent, Joseph. Yeah, I'd like to go in there and just check it out. I'd like to have a little something that I can show you guys. But yeah, I'd like to go in there and check it out and see what it's all about, you know? Come on. Or come on in. Grab a bite and a beer. Award-winning craft beer. 777, it says there. $10 per 24-hour Friday through Saturday. $20 per 24-hour there at Main Street Station to park. So $20 to park on Friday through Sunday. Absolutely, Tony. Yeah, you guys are awesome. And again, I mean, unfortunately, I ran into some streamers who are, you know, not nearly as pleasant and awesome as you guys are. That's for sure. Because I'll just leave it at that. So we have the Plaza Hotel over here on the right, the facade of which was used in the movie Back to the Future 2. It was Biff's Pleasure Palace. And then over here on the left is Main Street Station and the beginning, or the west end, of the Fremont Street Experience. Now, I just saw they had metal detectors up there. They do that for the concerts. And they go through everyone's bags and all that. And I'll turn here into Golden Nugget. Let's see how much they're charging on this concert evening, this Buckcherry concert evening. Let's see if they're holding steady or if inflation has gotten to them. This Golden Nugget Rush Tower right here. And then, I'm not sure what tower that is. That the Carson Tower? Is that what that's called? Hotel tower there? Cinnamon, welcome. Thank you for being here. I know you've had your hands full today. And there it is, still $50. 50 US dollars to park in there. Just wow. Wow. Yeah, so I'm gonna miss seeing Sugar because I think they're doing 5 to 8. So by the time I park and get over there, I won't be able to do any of their performance. And I know Sal is in LA today. He was at LAX. And I've got pedestrian over here. There's the downtown Las Vegas Event Center right there. And I've got to make a turn. Here we go. And there are the Marshalls up there. My good friends, the Marshalls. 5 to 8. Okay, cool. My good dear friends, the Las Vegas Marshalls, City Marshalls. There's only two units here? Wow. See the crowds here. It's funny, during the winter, the Marshalls were always hanging out in the corner, right in front of the corner there on at Four Queens. Now they're over here in their units. Actually, no, I'm totally wrong. There's one of them right there. I was sitting in the AC over there. Oh, Straight Outta Vegas. Okay, cool. I didn't know what time he would start. Good, I'm glad he's catching it. Joe from Straight Outta Vegas. Really, really cool guy. This is the big corner right here. You've got 4 big casinos all meeting here at this intersection. Fremont Casino, Four Queens Casino, Binion's Casino, and Golden Nugget Casino. All with their own hotels. What is this taxi doing? All right. And again, there is Pizza Rock right there. I think they sell by the slice, but I wish they stayed open a little bit later. I'd like to pick up a slice on the way home. That's like the perfect way to end the night, having pizza. But pizza prices down here, downtown, a little bit prohibitive. Especially there at Evil Pie, where it's like $45 for a 20-inch pizza. Granted, it's a 20-inch, so it's a Jagunda size, but it's still $45. And my wife says it is very doughy, and I have to agree with her on that. If you're a New York style pizza fan, it's probably not the way you want to go. If you like the thin crust, yeah. Evil Pie, and I guess at that time of night they don't do custom orders, because I asked them about that. Nope. Oh, so now they're down to 3 of a kind. 3 deuces over here. Late at night, always. Yes, Obi-Wan, that's the best. Oh gosh. Okay, so no street performers out here, right? So check this out. You guys usually see these people with some of the other live streams, but I know it's blurry. Retired, broke A person that works in a place where they take clothes off. And I don't know why they don't put the dedicated turn signal in here. Just kind of on your own. Yes, it is, Mike, absolutely. Yeah, Green Valley Ranch. I would much rather go there than try and come down here, dealing with the traffic and everything else. But there is the east end of the Fremont Street Experience there. While we wait for the traffic to clear. Traffic. And here we are, Fremont East District. Oh my, I hope I don't get that in the video. And there is Park on Fremont right there, next door to Evil Pie, named for Evel Knievel. And then a nightclub there. And I'm actually sitting in the middle of a... Oh, yes, Obi-Wan, sorry about that. Yeah. So, okay, good, I can pull up. Yeah, so it said retired, broke A, and then the place, the S word, it's the S word that ends with an R, and gentlemen's clubs, that sort of thing. So yeah, it has that sign up out here because the street performers can't be on the Fremont Street Experience this evening due to the concert, unfortunately. Commonwealth here on the right, which gets really busy late at night. But I guess that's a good thing. We have a city marshal over here on the left, waiting at the light, and there is El Cortez, right there, along with its new roulette bar, new expansion right there, and Container Park right there on the right. Oh, he was early. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, yeah, because they usually split time. Yeah. Yeah, Obi-Wan. Yeah, it's... yeah, so, yeah, usually the other Migos down there does the early shift, right? And then Joe will go down there, straight out of Vegas. Yeah, Sugar's a really, really good band. Really, really good band. I think, in my opinion, they rival, if not exceed, in some ways. As you see the praying mantis right there, Alter Ego, and I really like Alter Ego. Darcy, Vegas Darcy, welcome. Thank you for being here. There is the slipper up there. Thank you, Vegas Darcy. As we cross 8th Street right here, and we have another marshal sitting up here. No, I don't see him talking. Where they're at. Oh, they're talking to someone over around the corner there. And then there's Atomic Liquors right there. This is where the Mr. Chow crashed right into the guys there from The Hangover. And here we go. Pull over here for a moment. If you're just joining us, there's the Big Rig Jig down here at Ferguson's downtown. My wife has suggested that I come down here and take in this place because there's a lot of different little venues located here. And I definitely need to do that. So Ferguson's Downtown Motel, but they have like restaurants and stuff in there too. I saw Up and Our Way was also in there. And then there's a F the Bar, it says there. That's interesting. It's an interesting name. And then directly here in front of us, before I start driving again, they have the Mannequins hanging out, literally, up there on these signs. That's pretty cool stuff. see if I can pull out here. And there it is. One of them. Climbing up there. These little things that you just don't notice. Shout out to Tobin. Helping me out with that. I had no idea that was even there. Let's take a look here at Fremont Street. The real East District. Down here. Starview Motel. Los Gables Court. And we'll go ahead and turn around up here. $3.66 a gallon for regular unleaded at that 7-Eleven there. 162 7-Elevens here in the greater Las Vegas area. This is what I was hoping to avoid, was that's why I didn't go down to the Blue Angel, because I was hoping to avoid the sun. Apologies, guys. Get through that light there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, and then I'll park, and hopefully I'll be able to live stream the concert here at about 8:30 Pacific, 11:30 Eastern. And I'd really love it if you guys were available and could join me. I know it's a Saturday night. You guys could be out doing anything on this Saturday evening. But I'm very, very grateful that you're here helping us out. As always, please like and subscribe. And also, one last plug for Mike, Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE, Cinnamon and Jupiter, my wife's channel, as well as Vegas Unlocked, and Tony Teresi. Always fun. Yes, right on. I'm so glad you guys could make it, Vegas Unlocked. We love watching your streams. You know, you guys have excellent chemistry, you two together. It's a lot of fun to watch you guys, and that's not hyperbole or exaggeration or anything. That is the God's honest truth. You guys are really, really good together, and you're really good at what you do. I wanted to pull in here real quick to show you guys this. And again, compliments of Tobin, because I had no idea. Never noticed this before. But, right there. Perfect, thank you, Tobin. We've got a yellow one hanging out, literally. And a red or pinkish one there. And then probably more of a lighter pink right there. And then we've got a couple of one that's green and one that's blue, and it looks like another pink one there. But I guess if you want something, you want to be able to recycle or repurpose your mannequins, there's the way to do it. Have them hang out here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so guys, thank you all so very, very much for being here. I could not do this without you. Oh, Banger, I didn't know it was... You guys have smoke up there. I haven't heard that. What part of Canada? Yeah, the sky, yeah. We get that a lot here too, though, with the wildfires in the summertime and stuff. What are we doing, Marshall? Obi-Wan, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Shout out to my moderators. Thank you guys so very, very much. I am very, very grateful for all of you. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much, you guys.